What's up, everybody? We're Force back. Today, take a look at the lineup. We got Tyler Eifert in there instead of the Gronkowski. We went ahead and sold him and took the coins. We're 2-0 in the season and looking hungry. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's go. What's up, everybody, and welcome back. And our opponent right out of the gate is going to fire a pass to Amari Cooper, and he's going to take off down the sideline all the way down to the 8-yard line, stepping out of bounds, and we're in trouble early in this game. He's going to make a pass, and Marcus Peters, the defensive rookie of the year, steps in front of that pass and decides, no, not today. But on offense, our first ball to Tyler Eifert goes nowhere, but we make a nice cutback with Marshall Faulk, looking to establish the run game early, and especially because we're in deep, but we end up failing and we got to punt out of our territory. So we set our opponent up around the 40-yard line. That's pretty decent field position. Not enough where at least he's not on our side of the field quite yet. So he's going to throw these short little intermediate routes, looking to dink and dunk his way down the field. Then he throws a nice little corner route to Martavis Bryant right over the heads of the defender on 4th inches. The blitz comes through and the ball is ours. We're going to take over on the 28-yard line, and we're just going to try our little version of dinking and dunking, throwing to Amari Cooper underneath the defense, and we're just going to throw these little flat passes out, try to mitigate the blitz and not lose yards on any of these passes we can. And we're going to look the other way from Marshall Faulk, trying to get that agility out into the open field. Now, what we ended up doing this game before the game started, we actually switched our offensive playbook to the Cleveland Browns playbook. They have some pretty good plays in there, some good man beaters, but I'm not that familiar with the playbook, unfortunately. So it did hurt our offense just a little bit. And as you see there, we can't get in the end zone, and we take our 3 points, and we are going to start the third quarter with the ball again. So again, the new playbook, we're just testing out to see how it works. And on this pass, we find Hines Ward, who now has that Super Bowl legend version of himself. It was an excellent card if you want to check him out. 98 overall, very expensive, going for about 1.2 million coins right now. As we look in, Anthony Barr picks it off. What a user pick our opponent had. That's huge, taking it back to his 46-yard line, his ball. He's going to throw a nice corner onto Martavis Bryant again. And now we're starting to feel the burn a little bit. Third quarter with 32 seconds left. This has been a defensive battle so far. And he's going to run it up the middle with Terrell Davis. So we really got to watch out. Terrell Davis, look out for these corner routes, these C routes that he loves running. And somehow, some way, Cousins gets that ball in there to Amari Cooper. And then he's going to send that home to Marcel Reese. So good job on our opponent getting the 7 on the board. So the ball is ours inside our own 20 again. And we're looking, and we're going to throw our own corner routes and try to establish some type of run game and get ourselves going. We're looking for our running back here, Marshall Faulk, and one juke more would have had us gone. We could have had the lead, a 10-7 lead, but it was not to be. But we find on the next play, Amari Cooper right down the seam of the field, open down to the 25-yard line. And we're looking, we think we have Faulk again, but no, our opponent steps in front of the play, and Glover Quinn is off to the races. Down to the 35, 25, 15, 10, 5, touchdown as Glover Quinn dances his way into the end zone. And now we're down 14-3, and we kind of know our fate at this point. There's only 58 seconds left. He's playing pretty good defense. We really haven't found a solution for this potent defense of his. So we try to lob one deep with Stafford's big cannon, but Martavis Bryant cannot come down with that one. Almost a one-handed catch there. But we find Emmanuel Sanders down the seam of the field, getting us down to the 10-yard line, trying to make this game somewhat respectable. We're looking. Doesn't look like he's sending too many. Doesn't look like there's anyone open. We find Martavis Bryant at the last second, open in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. We're going to go for two, trying to keep this game respectable, but we can't pull it off. So good game to our opponent, shutting us down. We couldn't pull off to win that one, but that's not where we're going to end this one. We got another game in store for you guys. And our opponent on the first play of this game has broke our cover 4 defense, and Jerry Rice is off to the races, making us look silly. No, this can't be happening again. How are we finding ourselves in this position again already? So we're going to try to establish Eifert early in this game, try to get him going, try to get an offense going through Eifert if we can, to replace the void that now that we don't have Gronkowski that needs to be filled. So we find Brandon Marshall coming across the field down to the 40, down to the 24-yard line. And on the next play, we find a wide open Tyler Lockett, who's going to take that down to the 1-yard line inside the goal line, setting us up for 1st and goal. We don't come away with anything on 1st down, but we think we see an open Tyler Eifert, and I'm not sure what it bounced off of the man's face mask. You can't be doing that. We sold Gronkowski for you, man. You got to come down with that 6 points instead of giving us our 3 on our field goal attempt. But on the next play, luckily, Randall Cunningham's looking deep for Jerry Rice, but Reggie Nelson has other things to say about that and takes the ball away. And somehow we just get that ball away to Marshall Faulk, who picks up almost a 1st down. And on 3rd and 3, we think we see a wide open Brandon Marshall, but Stafford just barely throws that out of bounds. And unfortunately, Marshall couldn't come down with that one, but he does get that one for the 1st down. We're looking deep, and we see this cover 3, and we find a wide open Amari Cooper touchdown. Ware Force back in the game, 10-7. Opponent has the ball back with 2 minutes left in the 1st half, and Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie is going to take that back for the pick 6. DRC in man coverage coming down with a great interception and the run back. And now our defensive linemen want to get in on the action. A sack, a fumble. Our opponent is probably pretty frustrated with himself. He's inside of his own 10-yard line, and we think we have another interception, and somehow, some way, Jerry Rice gets the bounce of the century, picks up the 1st down on 3rd and 27, and picks up the 1st down for our opponent. But we force him again into a long 4th and 17 situation, and he can't come down with that, out of bounds, and our opponent had enough of this game. He was done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed the video. This has been Ware Force signing out. I'll see you guys next time.